Hi everyone, and this is Almost Cancelled. I'm Peter, that's Connor, and we talk about TV shows every week.
Pretty much.
Now, a lot of the shows are taking a break this week, but Scream Queens did not. We're here to talk about Scream Queens, of course, and it was the Thanksgiving episode, which makes sense because it's Thanksgiving this week. Not that either of us give a toss about Thanksgiving since we're both in the UK,
I would
and
take the food though.
yeah, I wouldn't mind it. I mean, I like meat. I like mashed potato and gravy. I'm not opposed
Looks
to
like a
these
damn
things.
good meal.
Um, I'll just eat that any other Thursday though. Doesn't have to be this Thursday.
It's
You know,
true.
that's my way of thinking. So full spoilers as always. This is season 1, episode 10 of Scream Queens. IMDb does not give me a plot description, so I will just say it's Thanksgiving, and we follow two main plot lines. One is that Chanel is at Chad's family's place in the Hamptons for Thanksgiving. Another one is that everyone else basically has Thanksgiving at the Kappa house. That's it. That is all that really happened. That's not to say that I'm putting the episode down, because I actually really enjoyed this episode. This was quality Scream Queens.
That is because there was so much of the Radwells.
That is the first time I'm going to talk about. But the reason why I'm saying this is because, don't get me wrong, I enjoy the violence and the killing and the blood splatter and all that. But Scream Queens is really at its best when it's just the characters being their goofy selves. So let's start with the Radwells. Let's start with his family, because right away from the dinner scene, we're getting the implication that they're all exceedingly eccentric.
That's putting it mildly.
It is, but you get this impression, the way the mum's talking to her. Then, of course, Chanel number 6, aka Hester, walks in. She didn't die last week like we thought she did.
Yeah, she just fell down the stairs and got up like a normal person.
She just lay there so they'd all think she was dead for a little bit. So that was cool. That was a nice little surprise. And there was the mum was like, "Oh, you brought two grave digging or gold digging hussies to dinner." And that was fun. But the scene that I really want to talk about is the Pictionary scene, in which the Radwells decide that it's only fair to have all of them team up against the two girls that Chad's brought, and
Then they make a point of explaining the rules of Pictionary, where you can't gesture, you can't
yeah,
speak, you have to just draw.
and then they do all those things. They break all those rules.
Every single one of them.
Yeah, and then Chad says afterwards when Chanel starts to say about the rules, "Hey, I don't want to be a stickler about the rules, but we should be conferring between." That was funny.
Oh,
But
that was good.
what was even funnier though was when his brother, played by Chad Michael Murray, according to the opening credits.
No, wait. Before we get there, can we just talk about all the brothers' names? Because we've got Chad Radwell, Brad Radwell, and Trad Radwell. Like, what?
Oh yeah, and what was it? The one that's going to be a sex offender. Was it he said again that was really creepy? Oh,
Oh, wait,
it was the Middle Eastern countries lightened up on its rules, so there's way more hardcore pornography coming out of weird countries, and therefore raising the bar for what girls have to do. Am I right? Am I right?
the whole family is just it's TV gold.
Yeah, that's not. I mean, and Chad was wanting to get to Hester's dead body and have a threesome with it with Chanel.
Yeah, she was like, "That's the least we can do. You have just killed her."
Let's not forget that. So yeah, so Chad's brother takes. I don't know if it was Brad or Trad, whatever one it was. Takes out the card and someone's scribbled
Brad.
over it so that it says neck brace whore, right? So he points to Hester, and then the whole family starts shouting out, "Ugly, bitch, person who should have left hours ago."
Too chunky for that
Unwelcome.
dress.
Too chunky for that dress. They just and I was howling with laughter. It was so funny.
Oh, I was literally crying by the end of it. Just oh my god.
That scene was fucking brilliant, and they're so unapologetic. It was great. And then Chanel actually stands up for herself at the end and leaves. But I did like that when she goes back, it explains this all to Chanel number 5. Chanel number 5's like, "What, so you left anyway, so you're just out 50 grand?" Her
Her
face
face is just like
So that was good. But that's not the only family we got to meet. We also got to meet Chanel number
number
three's family, who are as exciting.
I don't know. I thought it was amazing that just because he runs an empire of microwavable food, that their Thanksgiving is microwavable. But that was fantastic.
And then the
But they've still
model,
got the servants
yeah,
to do the microwave meals.
and the model that he gave was also based around the times on the microwave, like packaging instructions. Like it has to go in for 15 minutes, and if those information was wrong, it would be either too cold or burned. Like,
Yeah. It either wouldn't be cooked or it'd be completely ruined. This whole family is built on being exactly on time.
sit in the back row with the servants. Who also, I mean, they still have their own row of like really comfy looking recliners. I would not mind sitting in that row.
No, exactly.
While they were watching 6 different TVs, I guess there was 6 games on.
I don't know.
Also, why were they eating Thanksgiving dinner that early? Because it was broad daylight and everyone else wasn't having it for like another 8 hours.
Maybe that was like because it's microwavable, they can just have quick ones and then they can have another one later.
Maybe that was the plan.
Yeah.
Possibly. Back at the main house, what I liked about the main house is that it started off with just Chanel number 3 who comes home after that introduction to her family, and the Dean, and then slowly the rest of them all sort of filter in, one way or another. Gracie's dad comes, and Zeta's there, and everyone sort of filters in. And this essentially became let's play a game of accusing who the killer is. And people were explaining why they thought Chanel number 3 was a killer, and then they basically worked out, and they kind of gloss over this. They kind of stopped talking about it, but they completely figure out that the Dean killed her husband.
Yeah, they were like, oh well, whatever.
And it just moves on, like because they start talking about the actual Red Devil again. And it's like you did just
solve a murder.
Yeah, she did kill someone. Like we remember this. But hey, it was a lot of fun, which is
It was.
what I can say for Scream Queens is that it's consistently always made me smile with its absurdity.
I think it's my favorite show of the new season.
You're not watching Ash versus Evil Dead, so I will respect that opinion.
I've watched a few episodes and I
have you?
still prefer this.
Okay.
Although maybe after Ash vs Evil Dead's had 10 episodes, I'll agree with that.
That's true. You might get more into that one. I suppose we should mention the actual main plot because really, realistically speaking, I mean it's also a character stuff because Chanel actually does something good, which is now the second time she's actually done something good. So she's actually gaining.
She has an actual arc.
Yeah, I'm sorry I killed you, by the way, and I don't feel guilty about it, but I'm sorry anyway. But we should mention the actual plot thing that happens is that whoever this second Red Devil is, the twin, they have also now killed Gigi as well as Boone, their brother. So I kind of like that we are actually down to just one killer now. Well,
And the fact that their dad is Grace's dad.
Oh yeah. Which he didn't know, and he's like, "What? What? One of the
Demon
kills?
spawn is mine.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, I forgot to mention that. But I like that the killer is just one killer now, and that they've went rogue, and they are the most evil of them because they even just killed the other killer.
Yeah.
Because it makes it simpler again for the ending. Because we've got 3 episodes left. We've got a single one next week, and then we've got a double final. And I'm looking forward to that. And this will probably be its only season. I don't see it getting a season 2. You never know. If it doesn't, it's not a big deal because it's an anthology, so it'll be the end of the story. But if we do get a season 2, as long as it's as wacky as this, then great.
Yeah.
But either way, I think we're saying goodbye to all these characters in 3 episodes' time. So,
How many are going to be dead by the end? That's the real question.
yeah, well,
Do they go on a bit of a killing spree in that double final, knowing that it's an anthology anyway, so no one has to come back?
maybe Chanel will lose a hand and then get a chainsaw of cash and take on the Red Devil killer, chainsaw to chainsaw.
That'd be amazing. Imagine a chainsaw fight.
If you want to see a chainsaw fight, watch either Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2 or Motel Hell for some chainsaw dueling action. But guys, that'll bring an end to our Scream Queens review for this week.